Thanks for making your way over here. Thanks for being part of Stier, and thanks for supporting so many campaigns. Really great to meet all of you. My name is Hans. I'm from Germany, obviously. Sort of as the name suggests. I am the founder of the company called Bonaverde. Bonaverde is a concept that not only grinds and brews the coffee, but it also roasts the coffee. So we are cutting out the middleman in the entire supply chain of coffee trade, in the entire industry of coffee, not only the consumable, but actually the commodity. This is where we come from. The idea is to supply green, this is the coffee, this is the beans. To supply a pouch that serves also as the filter in the machine. First machine is a filter coffee machine. Second machine is an espresso machine. This is for the filter coffee machine. Inside this pouch is green coffee beans, straight from the grower, unroasted. Nobody else than the grower touched it. Not even us, maybe DHL. This is a tiny little ship, same as in your MasterCard, Visa, whatever, same as in your passport, same as in all the anti-theft protection in supermarkets, very commonly used, extremely cheap and extremely safe. The way this product works is it generates profit for the grower and us, because it is encoded on farm level with a relevant roast, grind, brew profile for this very coffee. Every coffee, just like wine, has a different roasting profile. It requires a different roasting profile to get the art of coffee over to the consumer in its kitchen. It also carries a unique serial number. The unique serial number for every single portion and consumer-ready pouch produced on farm level is linking grower and consumer by sending this unique serial number from the coffee maker through our servers, where we verify it, send back, yes, it is actual grower coffee, not some cheap stuff from Amazon. All in the fight here against this Amazon. And it allows us, for the first time in any fast-moving consumer goods, and for the first time in any commodity, obviously, and for the first time in any consumer appliance, to actually stream the relevant rich media content about this very product, this very coffee from this very harvest, to the consumer's smartphone while he is consuming this product. We're bridging the link between growers and consumers, brands, coffee shops, and we set ourselves in the middle as a platform that generates a commission on every sale. We're open to partner with any grower, any cooperative, any NGO, any distributor. We actually have one here tonight, Stier supporter. We have, luckily, a great partnership with T-Mobile. We have a great partnership with Flextronic. We have a great partnership with Ecom Trading. We have a great partnership with Gemalto. All of them are in this product to make sure that it works safe, sound, and is actually the best, freshest coffee in the world, which also is against World Record. Thank you for your attention tonight, and I'm here to
Hi, I think your presentation was great. I personally don't drink coffee, but my wife loves.
We will change that.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Listen, my wife loves coffee and is always interested in new types of coffee. No, she's not. I'm completely confused by coffee. But so, can I buy this? Is this something I could buy for my? I was kind of confused about what it was. Can I buy this little sachet for my wife to put in her cafetiere? That was what I was slightly confused by. But I'm confused by coffee in general, so maybe.
Thank you for the question. Generally speaking, no. Green coffee as a commodity is hard to come by for consumers, obviously. There's no Target and Walmart yet selling it. Once we're successful, they may start to sell it if they don't understand that it's protected and it's actually a digital capsule entirely protecting the ecosystem. We have created not only one and not only two, but three hardware components because everybody else is doing apps and games. Sorry for all the apps and games out there. We love apps and games. We also have an app. We have created hardware products back to the roots. Hardware product, a coffee maker that not only grinds and brews but also roasts the coffee, for filter coffee and for espresso, as well as an industrial hardware device, packaging line that can package the coffee beans in any quantity from 10 gram to 2 pounds in these little or other pouches equipped with an RFID NFC chip, and that connects the grower to the consumer as a gateway because that one also is online by T-Mobile, anywhere in the world runs. Hope that answers your question. Anybody else? Wow. You answered question. You asked question before. You did answer. Sorry. Good job.
Who determines the ideal roasting profile?
Amazing. Wow. I could have not paid you. the roasting profile that is set on this chip, and I'm going to pass this around as well. This sachet is going around, but there's also coffee beans over there. This roasting profile is set by either the grower that unfortunately up to date does not know anything about green coffee to roast coffee because he's never done it. He harvests the coffee, puts it in a bulk container, 20 tons, sends it off, says goodbye, that's it. Once a year, harvesting, September season, that's it. Off. Bye-bye. Never sees a dime about it. On average, 6 cents on the dollar is the margin for the grower. With us, he gets to set the price. This doesn't necessarily mean that he also gets to set the roasting profile because you probably wouldn't want to drink it from somebody that's never roasted coffee before. However, what we do is we allow any roaster out there, we're working with roasters in London, by the way, one together that is using our machine with his smartphone and our backend system to program the accurate roast grind brew profile here on this little chip. And that one is just saved in the cloud, applied by the packaging line to 10,000 of these RFID chips per day on 10,000 of these touches. That's how we do it. This is how we open up to fight the idea of, oh my gosh, you're going to be taken over from the competition in coffee, because I know you're all thinking this. We're not. Opening up and are inclusive to have them play with us. Last question.
You get to choose.
Okay, I like coffee.
Awesome, thank you.
But normally, one coffee I want in the next 5 minutes. Given you're roasting this, I would like to know the time different compared to the normal coffee machine. So I got a question for them: why the water drip? So what's the difference in terms of time wise? So I haven't seen a demo yet. I would like to know if I want a coffee from this machine with those beans, how long it takes me to get a coffee.
Fantastic. The question how long it takes to roast coffee is determined by the very person that we grant the access to the roasting profile, which is a back-end access. And it is an art to roast coffee, which is why we can make the hipster in the coffee shop, sorry for all the hipsters, actually multiply it in the consumer's kitchen at the countertop. And he can make much more, audience, because he can bring his roasting profile, his art, in the people's homes. He can do so by a minimum and a maximum roasting profile. It's up to 400 degrees Celsius, which is enormous in a household appliance. But it's safe and sound, it works. It's obviously certified for Europe and the United States as well as Canada. We're working on other certifications. The product for the roasting is anywhere between 5 to endless open minutes, because just like with wine, this is an interesting thing. With wine, when you open a bottle of red wine, I do when my father-in-law is over, I tend to, decant it, let it breathe. When I get home from work, I never do this. Frankly. With this technology, you can, same thing. So you could roast it overnight, or you could just roast it and drink it like I'm doing here with 6 machines at this event, another 6 machine at a concurrent event at another venue today, and you're all invited on the 11th to the unruly House of Digital Products Best Practices. We're there to test products, so you're all invited. Just let us know, and we put you on the guest list. The roasting profile itself is unlimited. It could be whatever you decide it to be. And with this machine, we're looking at 15 minutes from crop to cup. I think that was the last question, and I'm happy to answer some of your questions. Otherwise, we're live on cedars.bonaverde.com or bonaverde.com/cedars. Take it if you want. Well, my links are on the Yeah, it's actually linked both ways. You're welcome to check us out. We are at a quite high evaluation, evaluation hopefully too. Just so you're not confused when you go on the website, you go like, wow, that'd be crazy. This is a second closing to a Series A that we signed recently for $2 million, $1.8 million, whatever it is in euro or pound, with the former head of advisory for Chibo, which is the largest European coffee trader, and ex-CEO of Metro Group, largest trading company in the world, one of the largest trading companies. Putting in that money, and we have discussed with him because we have previous crowd experience, which is why some of our backers from Kickstarter are here tonight that asked us, hey, why are you going with private individuals? You know, on the one side, people hate us because we don't take on VC. On the other side, people hate us because we do take on VC. So we said, you know what, we just do both. How about we open this round? We asked the investors, they said, yes, you may open at the same share price as the 2 million and at the same valuation as the 2 million. But this is obviously a high valuation of 25 million. Pre-money valuation, same pre-money as the others. This is where we are. You're welcome to check it out. Thank you for your attention and for coming tonight. I hope we have a drink.